What's going on, everyone? I am in the process of moving, and I'm just going to try to speak some of the stuff that's going on in my mind right now. And this is a trip because, as everyone knows that is watching these videos, or if it's your first time watching them, I am someone who has struggled with addiction and recovery and back and forth a whole long time. And this past year in my life, I went through a whole lot. You know, I went through a lot. I've been very codependent my whole life, and I would just kind of find someone to latch onto for my own self-esteem and just a lot of other things. And I would always like move in with a girlfriend, or to move into a place, and you know, like this last one, I messed up. A lot of my relationships I've messed up, but this last one in particular, I did mess up, and I got kicked out, and that's like definitely one of my fears always. So now that I've lived alone for a year now, I've had a great awakening and understanding of what's truly important, you know, and really what it's like to be a responsible adult and a dad. And my daughters are just amazing. And as I'm taking all this stuff down, I'm just remembering putting it all up, like this bunk bed here. Like I remember assembling it, and I remember just being so thankful for my recovery and being able to buy all this stuff and being financially responsible for everything, but being able to do it. And you will learn all these things. If you've never done it before, you will. You stay sober and you work on yourself, because especially if you have kids. I've come from a different kind of upbringing, and I've broken that cycle, and it feels great because my kids deserve better. And that's what it is. Our kids deserve so much more than what we've had. Even if we've had a great life, we can make it better for our kids, because that even gives us a better chance to give them a better life than us. And by better, I don't mean money and spoiling like that. Of course we want to spoil our kids, but I'm just so thankful. And anyone that's seeing this that might be struggling with their addiction or their mental illness or their thinking, all that stuff, and you don't think you can do it, you can do it. I know you can do it because I've done it. I was seriously bad, and I was even when I got sober, because our thinking has been bad for so long that we're doing things subconsciously that we don't realize. And sometimes we realize it, but we don't actually realize it. You know, we think we deserve to do this, you know, this is good, or I can make this decision or this choice because I deserve to, or this person's doing this to me. And you know, you're going to grow a lot when you're sober, and it's those times that you're fucking up and you're sober that you really do start growing, because those are the choices that you're making consciously, and you can't use an addiction to blame it on. Our lives are so much bigger than addiction, you know. And I just want to say I'm so fortunate. And it's like I'm just catching up on all the stuff I should have done. I'm 40, and this was the first time I've actually lived on my own. I had once before, but it was very short-lived, and I was, you know, smoking weed still, and then I relapsed and was drinking. I wasn't responsible. I was like 26 or 27, and now I'm a dad, been sober for 3 years, got a good job, and got a lot of goals, and we all will get all this stuff. And all this stuff that I went through did actually happen in a relatively short time. Once I realized it was more than just going to an AA meeting. AA is great, but I promise you, there's so much more to this stuff and becoming better than, you know, just quitting drinking or doing a drug, because that's not gonna do it. Yeah, maybe you'll stay sober, but you're not actually changing. You have to look at all the other aspects of your life. You have to look at the things you've done while drinking, and then you got to look at the things you're doing after drinking, and you're going to make some mistakes, but in the end, you're a good person, and you will succeed. You will. And it's going to suck. It's going to be hard, but that's life, you know. And if you have a chance, look up the promises in AA, because really those promises do start coming true. but they really start coming true when you're doing more work. So AA, any recovery way that you want to go about, recovery system, program, or whatever, you get started in it, but there's work to do, a lot of work to do. And yeah, just packing this stuff up, and life is a trip. And if anyone's younger than 40, if anyone's in their 20s, even, whatever age, before me or even after, get it going now. I promise we don't want to hear this kind of stuff, but trust me, your time is short. Your time is short. If you have kids, they deserve it. You deserve it. The world deserves it. Your significant others deserve it. It's just, you can't waste any more time. You can't waste any more time. We don't know when we're going to die. And this is just, we don't want to live our life like that. None of us do. And we know it. And if you're watching this video, there's a reason you're watching this video, because you know that you want to change, and you can. And I'm here to help you guys in whatever way I can. And if you could help me by subscribing to the channel, that would greatly help me, because then that just increases my chances of reaching more people. And that's all I got. Remember, guys, you can do this. You can do this. Love you. Later.